Greetings and welcome to the Anchored Man right here at CITAM Church Online. What a joy to have you again and to be here. And of course, I'm joined with my amazing friend, the MBA, Faith Nashipai.
Asante sana.
Karibu, how are you?
I'm fine.
Salimia the Anchored Man.
Oh, Anchored Man, how are you? It's exciting. It's awesome to be here once again.
Yes.
And yes, Faith Nashipai is here to talk about execute her position as a mental health practitioner in the country.
Yes.
And I'm excited that we are talking about mental health.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. I understand that in the next few days we'll be having the International Suicide Prevention Day.
Oh yes. Oh
What's
yes.
that
It's
about?
a big day. It's a big day where we always create advocacy, or we do advocacy around the issues of suicide prevention.
Okay.
You notice that in our country, our laws position suicide as a crime.
Okay. Okay.
However, for me as a mental health practitioner, I look at it as the way someone would be having someone would be having a headache,
Okay.
and then it tells you that there is something wrong with the system.
So it's more like a symptom?
Yes, it's a symptom. I'm trying to put it in the layman language so that we can all understand
Yes, yes.
that suicidal ideations, those are suicidal thoughts, feelings of wanting to end life. These are things that are as a result of something else.
Okay, all right.
So that is why we call it a symptom.
Okay.
So that is why we are saying during the International Day of Suicide Prevention that we need to speak about what we are feeling and how we are responding to our feelings. And we also need to speak about how we are thinking and even the dreams that we are having that are a bit scary and border on life and death.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. And as you're saying that, recently, very recent actually, I was in a school where we were doing a mission. Then one of the girls after came to see me because I was the one who was preaching, and then she said she's attempted suicide 8 times, but all of them have been unsuccessful. And now she thinks she needs help. She's reaching out. I need to be honest and say I did not know what to tell her. I think I was scared. How real is this in our generation today, and also especially around men, now that you are in those spaces where you get to have those conversations?
Oh, wow. The reality about our world is that a lot of us in the country have faced mental health issues.
All right.
And this is per the statistics and the studies that have been done in the country so far. Mental health was not a big issue before, but right now it is gaining the right kind of space that or attention that it deserves.
All right.
Now, in Kenya, I did a research and I was able to get the data from Kenya Police on suicide. And out of about 1,450 something people, 56 or 58 people, we had 76% of those were men who had died by suicide.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
So when I talk about suicide, even with the nation, with the Ministry of Health, the other day we launched the strategy on suicide prevention in the country, with a target of bringing down the rate of suicide by 10% by the year 2026. That's 3 years. We want to reduce suicide. But I personally, as a mental health practitioner and as the Men and Boys Ambassador, who is focusing on the mental health of men, I am concerned about my population. Okay. Okay. I like calling men my tribe. Awesome. I am concerned about my tribe. Okay. Because if we are talking about 76%, and then when I look at the data from the World Health Organization in 2018, I see that 80% of the people who had died by suicide by 2018 were men.
Okay.
So that tells you that yes, women go through depression, yes, others attempt suicide, but most of the people who die of suicide, according to me and the data that I've been able to see, is that it is men. So what then do we do with the Anchored Man? Okay, okay. We will be preempting that in our next video, but just as a parting shot, how do you pick it up? Can you actually look at someone and tell that they are suicidal? Are there things that can be direct pointers so that as we relate with one another, we can be able to be aware of what probably is happening around them? One of the challenges that we have in our nation is that we are having very high rates of depression. Okay. And many men do not understand that they are depressed.
Okay.
So my call to men is to understand, are you depressed? Is there something that is making you feel that you want to isolate? Is there something that is making you feel that you really want to end life? Imambo ishia hapa, you know, like let it end here.
Yes.
Is there something that is making you feel so aggravated or you're not being listened to?
Yes.
And you're trying to get some pain out of you or trying to get attention, and your way of getting attention is suicidal. Or is life-threatening.
Okay.
Let me not use suicidal in this case, but the way that you're using is life-threatening, and that can be someone who's piercing on their skin just to see blood flow. It can be someone who's trying to jump from a high place. It can be suicidal. It can be a man who's driving at a very high speed on the road. That can also be suicidal. So let's not look at just the many things that we see. Let's look at the normal things that men do that make them feel that when I do this, I feel at peace, I feel like I'm released and everything. But in that release is actually the point of death. So in this case, there are so many pointers, but when you're feeling that I want to end my life, when you're feeling this is too much on me, when you're trying to speak and people are not listening to you, look for someone and tell them outrightly, and look for a mental health practitioner. I will not report to Kenya Police because it's by law as an issue. I will take it as a condition that needs to be addressed. And I'm telling men, reach out to us, reach out to the nearest mental health practitioner, call out for help, because it could be that is the point of your salvation.
Amazing. Thank you. We have been told to look out for people, and that is our greatest problem. Please join us in our next video. We pick it up from there, and let's see why we struggle as men to say, hey, I need help. Thank you for watching. See you in the next episode.